Hello everyone and welcome back to the Jamaican Geologist YouTube channel. This is the final episode in the Geology Foundation Series, episode 18, and today I brought a special prop, my geological timescale mug. Now, if you look closely, you'll see something unusual on it, different from the timescale on the wall in my apartment, for example. The word Anthropocene. That's right, the Anthropocene. The idea that we are living in a brand new geological epoch shaped by humans. And today we're going to explore what that means, where the idea came from, and why it matters. This episode is inspired by Earl C. Ellis's book, Anthropocene, a very short introduction. If you're curious to dig deeper after this video, that's a great resource to check out. So, let's begin. So, where did the term Anthropocene come from? The story goes back to the 1980s when biologist Eugene F. Stomer first began using it informally to describe the enormous influence humans were having on the Earth's systems. But it wasn't until the early 2000s that Paul J. Crutzen, a Nobel Prize winning atmospheric chemist, popularized the term. At a scientific conference, he famously interrupted a speaker and declared, "We are not in the Holocene anymore. We're in the Anthropocene." So since then, the idea has spread far beyond geology in ecology and climate science, and even further afield into the arts and humanities. So, what does Anthropocene actually mean? It literally translates to the human epoch. The idea is that human activity has become a geological force shaping the earth in ways as powerful as plate tectonics, glaciation, or asteroid impacts. How exactly? Let's look at a few examples. Climate change and CO2 emissions. We've altered the planet's atmosphere, warming the earth at a pace unseen in natural history. There are plastics, and microplastics are a problem now. And these aren't just waste, they're entering the rock record as plastic glomerates, mixtures of molten plastic fused with sand and rock and shells. There's biodiversity loss, and species are disappearing at alarming rates, leading some scientists to call this the sixth mass extinction. And there's urbanization and sky glow. Even our lights at night are changing ecosystem. While satellites are above and they detect artificial brightness across the globe. And in short, humans are leaving behind signatures that could still be detected millions of years from now if the planet is still around, of course, and if someone is here to study it. So here's the tricky part. Is the Anthropocene officially part of the geological timescale? In March 2024, after years of deliberation, the International Union of Geological Sciences, IUGS, voted not to formally recognize the Anthropocene as a new epoch. Their reasoning was that the Holocene, the epoch which we've been in since the last ice age, already accounts for recent human activity. But this decision sparked debate because, on the one hand, the Anthropocene clearly marks a profound shift. On the other hand, geology moves slowly, and the rock record is the ultimate judge. So here is where I stand. I personally think we do need a way to recognize the Anthropocene, not just as a label, but as a reminder, a marker that says humans have become a geological force. For students, learning the time scale, seeing the Anthropocene right next to the other epochs would spark questions and discussions about our impact. Whether it's officially adopted or not, the term is already raising awareness, and that's valuable in itself. Will we see the Anthropocene added to the official timescale one day? I don't know, but I sure do hope so. So at the end of the day, this conversation matters because it helps us frame our relationship with the earth. We've always studied past climate shifts, extinctions, and recoveries. Now, for the first time, we're looking at ourselves as part of the story, not separate from it. And that's a powerful reminder that our choices today will shape the geological record of tomorrow. So there you have it, the Anthropocene, the human epoch, whether officially recognized or not. With this episode, we've reached the end of the Geology Foundation series. We've gone from the basics of rocks and minerals all the way to the grand sweep of geological time. But don't worry, the journey doesn't end here. From now on, this channel will feature more content on Jamaica's unique geology. Updates on new research and industrial developments are also a priority. There'll be interviews with experts, discussions on important global research papers, and I have ideas for some other series like this one, but more focused on my home, Jamaica. So stay tuned. There's a lot more exciting content coming your way. Until then, take care, and as always, thank you for watching.